everybody, this is Faith from faithsbizacademy.com. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you how to make and sell your own printable calendars. Now let me just give you an understanding why I love creating and selling calendars, because they're so versatile, because they sell all year round. Now as I'm recording this video, we're actually at the end of the year 2023. From September onwards in the calendar year, you will actually see a surge in demand for calendars for the new year. And then even in the first quarter of the year, you will still see people really going out there buying new calendars and setting up their goals and planning out and stuff like that. Now, I have been creating and selling calendars for a couple of years now, and even when I give away some of my calendars as freebie, evergreen free in my shop on my website throughout the entire year, I still get people signing up all the way until the end of the year. So yes, it's somewhat seasonal because you do see a surge in demand and people buying calendars and planners at I would say the final quarter of the year as well as the first quarter of the new year. But throughout the entire year, you can expect planners to sell as evergreen products. Okay, so not only am I going to show you how to make and sell them, or rather how to make something good enough that is worth selling, that people are willing to pay for, I want to share with you a set of free Canva templates, okay? So stay tuned. At the end of the video, you will see a QR code on the screen. Just fish out your camera phone, scan the QR code, and then you can sign up for instant access to my 16-page calendar. Beautiful, nicely done for you, can ready to download and sell right away. Or as I will be showing you in this video, how to actually customize them and multiply more products from this single set of templates. Otherwise, you can also just head right onto the comment section, or rather, sorry, the video description, and find the link to sign up for the free calendars. Okay, so well, let's get started. So as mentioned just now, I do have a set of free Canva templates that you can sign up for. And after you sign up, you receive the link via email. You can also create an account so that you can actually log on to the ThriveCart platform that I use, where I host my paid products and courses, including this free template for you. Now, what you're going to see is after you click on the template link, you will see this page. This template is created by Faith and is now sharing with you. So all you have to do is click Edit Template, and you can start designing right away. Okay, once again, this is a set of free templates that you can sign up for. There's a QR code at the end of the video that you can scan and go to the link, or you will find a link to download to access this set of template by signing up in the video description below. All right, so let me just walk through with you. There are actually 16 pages. Okay, I've actually mentioned some terms that you just want to read through on your own. I've created this set of calendar templates from scratch. I've actually purchased the lovely sunflower graphics from someone, from a graphic designer. So it gives me the right to actually sell my templates with her sunflower graphics. The graphics are beautiful, okay? And if you want, you can go straight to the shop. I've also included a link to her shop to buy her clip art, her different graphics. And there is a code that you can use to enjoy 20% off as well. Okay, that's also on this page 3. Now, you can just use this as is. Okay, you can just download this right away into PDF and then start selling the PDF file to your customers for their personal use. And of course, because you're getting access to this editable Canva template, you can certainly edit it, rebrand it, customize it, make changes to it, modify it, mix and match with different other planners and printables, and create your own unique product. Okay, and this is why I created this video, because I want to show you exactly how to make use of this set of Canva templates. Okay, so that is the commercial use rights. That's what you can do with this set of template. Just note that you cannot share this template as an editable template. All right, so you can only download it as PDF and then share it with somebody else for free as a lead magnet for your business, or to sell it, okay, as a PDF file to your customer for their personal use. All right, so here we go. So there are 16 pages. We're seeing a planner cover. We're seeing the monthly calendar, right, January to December 2024, and a divider page. for journal and 2 lined journal pages. Okay, so what can we do with this? Like I mentioned, this is already nicely done up for you. I have spent the time and effort creating this for you so that you have a ready product that you can download right away and you can sell right away in your shop. Okay, your shop, your website, whatever marketplace that you have access to. So how do you do that? If you don't want to make any changes, what can you do? Now, you can start editing and using this template right away, but typically I like to go to File and make a copy. So I have a master copy of the template untouched in its original version, and then I make a copy for myself. Okay, so I would say Sunflowers Calendar, or I'm just gonna say Calendar Demo in this case. You can name it however you like it. Just make sure you name it in such a way that it's easy for you to find this project the next time you wanna find it in your Canva dashboard, okay? So I'm just gonna say it as Calendar 2024 demonstration. Now that I've read the commercial use terms, I'm holding down my shift key to select multiple pages at the same time, hitting the delete button on my keyboard, and there we go. I'm just deleting those templates. Now, I don't want to make any changes. I just want to add this beautiful Sunflowers calendar onto my shop for sale, like right now, like right today in the next 10 minutes. So what do? I deleted those pages. Now, if you want, you can include your own terms of use page, right? You can tell people like, okay, let me just undo that. You can tell people what they can or cannot do with your product, right? So now I'm going to sell it to my personal use. I could say just please read this, and I could say something like check out my website faithsbizacademy.com, where you can find other lovely calendars. You can insert hyperlink to your website. So you can definitely include a page where you tell people what they can or cannot do with your product, okay? Now in this case, I'm just going to, once again, holding down the shift key to select multiple items at the same time, multiple pages, hitting the delete button on my keyboard, and now I'm just having these 16 pages, which I want to sell right away. So go to share and go to download, and I'm downloading this as PDF. Now, a common question that I get is, do we choose PDF standard or PDF print? I typically just choose PDF standard because for a US letter size page like this, it's good enough. The resolution is good enough. I don't need the file size to be too huge because otherwise it's going to take up a lot of space for me uploading the file to whatever shop platform that I'm using. It also makes it more difficult for the customer to download the file if the file size is too big. So in this particular situation, when I sell printables, it's in US letter size, I just go for PDF standard, okay? Now, how do you check the size of the project? Go to File and just look under here. So this is 8.5 inches by 11 inches. So these are the dimensions of the pages in this particular Canva project. So this is actually in US letter size, all right? Now, how do you convert this size, this US letter size, onto a different size? For example, if you want to change it to A4 size, can you do that? Yes, you can. Go to File and go to Magic Switch and go to custom size, all right? You can choose the resizing. You see that the sizes here are probably different from what you see on your screen because these are the common sizes that I use for my business, that I use for the work that I do. So these dimensions are here. Okay, so if you want, you can just go to custom size. There are different custom sizes, 297 by 210 mm. If I'm not wrong, this one would be the A4 size. So I'm gonna resize this US letter size calendar into an A4 size version. So I'm gonna click continue, and then you can choose to either copy and resize it. That means make a copy of this in a different size, or just resize this design itself. So it's entirely up to you. Now do note that there is this little crown next to this tab Magic Switch. So, which I believe this means that it's only available for the Canva Pro accounts. Okay, I am subscribed to the Canva Pro version. I think it's super worth it at about $16 or $18 a month. I cannot remember exactly, but it's not too pricey, and I use Canva extensively. And there are features like these, the pro features, that make it super worth it, okay, to use the paid version. Once again, it's entirely up to you. It just is my job to share with you the different features that are available. You have the right and autonomy to decide whether or not you want to use it, all right? But I do think that the resizing feature is super, super helpful. So I could just make a copy and resize, and then it's just going to take a while. But basically now, if I open this up in just a matter of seconds, right now, this new file is in A4 size, whereas I started with a US letter size and I just did a magic click, a one-click change to change it to a A4 size page. Okay? Of course I made a boo-boo because this is in landscape size instead of portrait. So what am I gonna do? Okay, let's do magic switch again, okay? Let's do magic switch, but we gotta change these dimensions to 210 to 297. I like to include my boo-boos in my videos too because, well, we're not perfect. We make mistakes along the way, but then it's a good learning experience for you, hopefully, to also see how I do workarounds when these things happen, all right? So I have made a boo-boo. I wanted to change the US letter size to the A4 size, but now it's in landscape A4 size, which is not ideal, not what I want. So I'm going back to the US letter size, going to magic switch. Now it should be 210 by 297. So I'm going back to custom size and here, changing this to millimeters, changing this width to 210, changing the height to 297. And then now I'm going to continue. Same thing, just copy and resize it. And we're just gonna give it a few seconds. Now I open it up. Now, is this the right one? Yes, this is the correct portrait version in A4 size. Okay, one thing to note, sometimes when you resize your projects, the elements on the page might be misaligned. So it's very important that you go back and make sure that everything is in order before you actually download the final product in PDF to export it to sell it, okay? But this is it. This is how you actually change size between US letter size to A4 size and whatever other size that you like, all right? Now, back to this US letter size. If I don't want to make any changes, I don't want to make any changes at all, not even resizing, what do? Go to Share and go to Download and choose under this file type drop-down list. I'm going to stick to PDF standard. It is a good habit to select flatten PDF. I do have a video that tells you why you should flatten your PDF so that people cannot extract the elements from your PDF file. So I would say it's not necessary, but it's a good habit to do so. The only thing to note is that you do not want to flatten your PDF if you have hyperlinks in your project, okay? So if we're talking about creating a digital planner, I've got several digital planner tutorials. If you have never checked them out, please do. Those are like my most popular videos. If you have hyperlinks in your project and you want to export it in the PDF file with active hyperlinks, do not flatten PDF. Okay, let me just repeat that. If you have active hyperlinks in your Canva project that you want to export into a PDF version, do not flatten the PDF, okay? In this case, there are no hyperlinks in this particular set of printable calendar. I'm going ahead with flattening and I'm going to download, and in just a couple of moments, the PDF file will be downloaded. And the PDF version is the one that I uploaded to my website, Etsy, Shopify, Thrivecart, Sendal, or any other shopping cart or marketplace that you use, okay? So I'm downloading this as is. This planner is already lovely, it's ready for sale. Download it as PDF and then upload it to whatever platform that you use to sell. And that's it. That is it, okay? This is what I mean by you can use my set of Canva template and sell it as is, okay? That is how you download it into PDF file, and then you can upload this PDF file onto any other shopping cart or platform that you use, okay? Now, of course, if you want to make changes, you feel free to do so. Now, how do we make changes to this 16-page planner? How do I make different variations of this lovely sunflowers calendar, right? So, a simple way, let's just look at this January page. click on the small ellipse menu and click on duplicate page, okay? I always like to keep an original copy and then I make a duplicate and I make changes to it. So here, imagine I don't want the goals, don't want the to-do list section. I'm clicking and I'm dragging to highlight multiple items on the page and hitting the delete button on my keyboard, just deleting everything. Here, this is actually created in a table and I'm just gonna resize it, okay? I want it to just be a simple calendar without any other to-do list or whatever note section. I don't want any of that. And then here, I'm going to increase the size of the calendar like this. Change it to size 40 right here. And this is it. This is it. So I basically modified this version of a January calendar into this one. Simple, big numbers, no to-do list or note section. Now, I like this version. Now, this is a new version, right? So that's version number 2. We started with version number 1. Now we've got version number 2. I'm going to duplicate here again, duplicate this page. Now, version 3, I'm holding down my shift key to select this column, okay, for Saturday. You know that this calendar starts from Sunday, ends on Saturday. Now here, I'm going to change the background color of the table just for this column, right? I want the weekends to have a different color from the weekdays. So here I'm selecting this color right now is transparent, the eyedropper function, and then just pick up the colors. There you go. There you go. So what I did is I'm just trying to have a color theme going on. I want to grab colors from the sunflowers clip art and use it to my calendar. Okay, maybe it's a bit too solid. I might just go with make it slightly lighter. Okay, so same thing, clicking on my table. Now, if you find it hard to select certain elements, that's because of the positioning of the elements, right? They're overlapping. So it could be easier if, for example, I am selecting the calendar now, I go to the position and I bring it all the way forward, right? You will always select the elements on the topmost layer when you're clicking. So you see if I'm clicking this and I'm clicking versus I'm clicking the sunflowers, it's easier for me to click on the table now because the table is on top of the sunflower, okay? And if you don't know where the positioning are, just go to the position menu and then you can do that. You can move it backwards, forwards. You can even see this this menu where you can choose the layers. This looks very much like Photoshop, right? Where you can actually literally just click and drag to move the layers to different position, okay? If you want to understand more about the features of the different features in Canva, I've got 2 videos for you. One is a very detailed, comprehensive video that shares with you, I think more than 25 tips. Especially if you're new to Canva, you should really watch that because it gives you a very comprehensive overview of all the different features in Canva. And then another video is to show you the newer features, right? They had, about 6 months ago, Canva had this major event, live event, where they released like Magic Studio, different new features. So that video was to update you on the latest features. So watch those videos if you are still not so familiar with the Canva dashboard and the Canva features, okay? So back here, I still want to change the color. I'm selecting this, holding down the shift key so that I can select multiple items, going back to this color swatch and choosing this because this color has already been used here. So I'm just clicking here and that's it. So there we have it. First version is the original one that you have it in the free template that you get. Second version, getting rid of the notes and the to-do. Third version, adding colors. What else can we do? I'm coming back to the first version, making a duplicate again. I still don't want the to-do list section, so I'm just gonna select, and this one, I'm just gonna extend it. As simple as this. Okay, here, I'm just gonna change it to notes and positioning it to arranging to the center of the page. And that's it. That's version number 4. And once again, duplicating this page. Now, instead of a blank note section, I want to add lines to it. So here, let me Control C to copy this and pasting it right here on this page, Control V. Now you see that this is actually a group of 2 elements, the circle as well as the line. I'm going to ungroup it, selecting the circle, deleting it, and here. Okay, let me just zoom in so it's much clearer. Here, just extending this line, and there we go. And what am I going to do? You can click on this little duplicate icon, or you can hit Ctrl D or Command D on your keyboard to duplicate it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna keep doing that, pressing Ctrl D repeatedly until it duplicates to fill up the whole rectangle space. Now I just want to make sure that everything is properly spaced out, evenly spaced out. So I'm holding down the Shift key. I selected the first line, holding down the Shift key to select all of the lines, going down to position and looking here, space evenly. Is it spaced evenly? So I could put tidy up, I could put vertically, just to make sure that everything is neat, okay? And I would probably group it. Okay, it's a good idea to group some of the elements together so it's easier to move them around. If you want to resize it or shrink it down, it's entirely up to you, but it's neater this way because now they move together as a group. All right, so this is it. Now zooming out again. Here, once again, this page 2 is the original version that you get in my free set of calendar templates for you. And then we've got version 2, version 3, version 4, and version 5. So now you can actually sell 5 different calendar printables in your shop, right? Because people like options. People have different preferences, right? Some people, they just want the numbers to be really big. I don't need to write on my calendar. I want to do circling. So I would prefer this version, right? Some people like to see the weekends popping up, then this version. Some people like to have spaces to write on their calendars, then here we go. So once again, I only started with this one page, but I quickly, within a matter of minutes, I multiplied into four other variations of this calendar template. And all you have to do is rinse and repeat from February to December. And once again, you can have 5 different sets of calendar templates that you can sell in your shop, or sell it as a mega calendar printable set with 5 different variations. Okay, so that's how you create multiple variations just from this single page, okay, single design to start with. Now, how about if, you don't like sunflowers, okay? I don't blame you. Not everybody likes sunflowers. Not everybody likes flowers, right? What if you want something more cutesy? What if you want something more minimalist? Can you do it from this set of templates? Yes. What can we do? Now, I'm gonna make a copy again, okay? I'm gonna make a duplicate of this project. Go to File and go to Make a Copy. And here, I don't want the flowers anymore. I don't want the gold stuff either. In fact, I want to change the fonts. Okay, I'm going to click on this text box and I want something maybe a bit more cutesy. Okay, so I put cute and I see what we have. How about this owl cute regular? Let's try this out. This looks cute. And then after you click on that, you will see that there is the option for you to change all of the original font to this new font that you have selected. Do you want to do that? Yes, you want to do that. So I'm going to change all of that. So once again, with just one click, I have changed the font for all the pages in this project. And the font does matter, right? It portrays a different feel, a different mood or style to your product. So just by changing the fonts, it's gonna create something different from the original. So now that we've changed the font to something more cutesy, now you can also change colors, but I'm gonna hold off changing colors for now. Let's go to Elements and let's search for a rainbow. Okay, and I'm gonna use the filter function to just search for free elements. And I like this one. I want this to be the background, maybe just enlarging it like this. And just reducing the transparency using the slider, let's say to 20, okay? I want there to be some colors to my planner, but not too stark because it has to be user-friendly, right? When somebody prints it out, they might think about how much ink they're gonna use, so maybe not too bold colors. You wanna make sure that there's enough white spaces so that somebody just using a black pen or a blue pen could easily write on your product, okay? Your printed version of the product. So I like this rainbow, and I'm just gonna make sure I position it all the way to the back. And then I'm going to search for clouds. Right here, how about this one? I could do something like this. This could be the cloud right here, but I want to make sure it's pretty transparent too, so let's change it to 30. So something light, you know, something subtle, not too bold in colors. Once again, now it's entirely up to you. Up to your personality, what you like about designing. Try out different designs, and then look for inspiration in the bookstore, Google, search online, Pinterest. Okay, find different inspiration and then try it out on your own. Okay, here have another cloud. Maybe I'm just gonna put it here. Similarly, I'm gonna reduce the transparency to 30, or maybe 40. It feels a little too light. Let's try this to 40 also. I do want there to be some colors, and then here I'm selecting this cloud, Control D to duplicate, and putting it right here. Okay, and I think that's about it. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't want it to be too bold in terms of colors, so that's it. And then here maybe I'm gonna change this gray, this text color. Right now it's in gray. Let's try red. No, I'm probably going to go for black. And I want to change all of the gray to the black, one click, and then let me just zoom in. So even this lines and the circles, they were actually like gold in color, because it was meant to match the sunflowers, right? So now it's different, so I could change it to this shade instead to match the rainbow that I've selected. So I'm going to change it to this one. Same thing, I'm going to click on the button that says change all of the gold to this new shade of mustard color. Okay, and there we go. There we go. That's it. So what do we have to do now? If I have basically changed the entire design from sunflowers to this rainbow clouds design, right? But what do I have to do to repeat this? So I'm gonna make a duplicate of this page, and then I am going to delete everything here. Now, if you want to make sure that some elements on your page remains untouched, what you can do is select the element and go to this little lock position. And then now, even when you click on it, it's not going to be manipulated, okay? It doesn't affect everything else that you do. So then it makes it easy for me to just delete everything else, okay? So I'm going to lock the clouds as well. Lock it down, delete this. So this is my new backdrop for the calendar. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, one thing, same thing, I'm just gonna delete everything else. You could click to select everything, or you can just click Control A or Command A to select everything, Control C, and pasting it here, Control V. There we go. Duplicate this backdrop. Okay, coming to this page. Remember, I now have 5 different variations of the calendar, right? So I'm pasting it right here. I'm basically changing them out from the sunflowers version to the rainbow clouds version. Okay, click to select everything, Control C, paste it here, Control V, duplicate this again, deleting this, deleting the sunflowers, click and drag, Control C, Control V. All right, and now you would see that these colors are probably a bit clashing. No, I think they look fine. It's entirely up to you. So this is it. Going back to the grid view, there we have it, right? From the sunflower single type of layout for the monthly calendar to 5 different versions, and then removing the sunflowers and adding the rainbow and adding the clouds, and into an entirely different design now. Okay, so that is how you can create new designs and different variations even from a single template. Now, just one more thing before we go. What else can you do? Now, assuming this is not the only template that you have, right? Even though I create many templates on my own, I also buy templates. So let me just show you how you can use these calendar templates. At the beginning of my video, I actually say calendar templates are super versatile. Okay, calendar printables are super versatile. So here I have one other set of Canva templates that I have created, okay, from scratch. It's a 30-day mindfulness journal. Now, this is not, it doesn't come with calendars. So assuming you have another project like this or another product like this, right? 30 days, it would be good to actually have a data calendar here, isn't it? So I'm just gonna go to File and make a copy. And then here. Now, once again, I've read the commercial use terms. I'm deleting the pages. And then I just want to add the calendars here with the theme. In this theme, this is other set of, you know, pinks and purples, florals. So I'm going to duplicate this page. I want to use this background, deleting the words, and then just coming back here. I'm going to stick with the simple version. Okay, the simplified version. Control C, coming back here, Control V to paste it. Now, of course, I want to make sure that it matches the font. So this one is called Hatton Light. I'm going to change this font from Sniglet to Hatton Light. And there we go. And here, the table, same thing. Change it to, it's not selected. Okay, change it from Oval to Hatton Light. And maybe reducing the size, let's say size 30, and now it's a little too light, so I'm going to change it to black. And bold, maybe. Yes, now it looks clearer. Okay, and minor details like these, right? The number looks a little bit, it's not as obvious now because it's transparent background. It's clashing with the flowers in the backdrop. So what I can do is I can select the table, go to this little color swatch. Right now it's transparent, so I'm just going to click on white. There you go. There we go. So what I do, I can make a duplicate again, deleting this table, and then going back to my sunflowers right here, and selecting February and just going over there and pasting it. Okay, so that is it, guys. This is what I mean. Let me just do a quick summary, okay? So you start with this lovely set of sunflowers calendar that you can get for free from me. Check out the video description. There is a link to sign up. And even though it comes with 16 pages, there's only one particular layout for the calendar. What I have shown you is that you can just make some simple moves and multiply the variations of your planner layout. Okay, so from one version, the original version that you get from me, you can multiply it. Okay, you can decide how else you want your calendar to look like. So now I've come up with 4 other versions. And then what I also did was I removed the sunflowers. I don't want it to be a floral calendar anymore. I want to make it a little bit cutesy. I changed the fonts. I changed the colors of the text. I added clouds and rainbow. Okay, and then this is a new set. And then the third big idea is that I'm going to mix and match this with another set of template, which is in this case the 30-day mindfulness journal. So it didn't originally come with calendars. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste the calendars here. So then I double up the value and the content of this particular product, and I can actually increase the price of it now because I'm not just selling an undated mindfulness journal. I'm selling it along with the calendar. So more content, which commands a higher price when you sell your products. Okay, so that's it from me. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I hope you find it helpful and useful. Once again, don't forget to grab your copy of this lovely Sunflowers Calendar 2024 for free, okay? Use the QR code or head over to the video description. If you have any questions for me about Canva design, about email marketing, about anything about business, ask your questions in the video comment section, and I'll do my best to answer them. I do read the comments and answer them personally, so you're gonna hear from me. And please, I would very much appreciate it if you would like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow it so that you can stay tuned for more fascinating and helpful tutorials like this one. Okay, once again, thank you so much for your kind attention. I am Faith from Faith's Biz Academy, and I will see you around. Bye.